How can such a small thing, such as saddle length, create such a huge problem to the balance and comfort of a horse? Well, let's show you how. So here we have a saddle that's actually been fitted that's far too long for the horse's back. It's a 14 one-hand pony and it's a 17-inch saddle, but the horse's last rib comes all the way under here. So we're inches too long. And what's actually happened, the result of it, is that the loin muscle, especially in canter, has been pushing the saddle forward. So this big overbuilt loin area here has been pushing the saddle forward into the horse's withers. So now we have some beautiful white hairs on both sides of the withers from too much pressure from the back of the saddle being pushed forward because it's too long. This little horse had a terrible time with balancing in canter because of the pressure on her lower back and also the back of her shoulders. So she tended to rush and get tight in the back, swishing her tail and generally having a bad time. She couldn't do a downward transition either because that required her to round in the loin and bring her hind legs underneath her. In order for a horse to canter in balance, they need to be able to step underneath them with their hind legs, and this requires them to lift through the loin so they can tilt their pelvis underneath and bring their hind leg under to keep themselves balanced. When the saddle's too long and beyond the last rib, they get pressure in this area. Not only do they get pressure, but they get pain as well, which then causes the pelvis to tilt forward, and in this case an overbuilding of the loin muscle as well. And all of these things contributed to the saddle then being pushed forward into the back of the withers and the horse having to go on the forehand. Now when a horse is on the forehand, they have to lift their head and neck as well to try and keep themselves in balance. And this creates more problems with soreness at the base of the neck because it's a bracing muscle, soreness at the base of the wither where the pressure is, and soreness at the back of the canter. And long-term results was, well, big white hair patches from damage to the hair follicles, and that's a really big problem.